Hello, beautiful people. My name is Kina, and today's reading is all about your physical appearance, your physical attraction. What do people perceive? Sorry, what do people perceive of your appearance? Why do you look the way you do? And also an extra nudge of an advice for your physical appearance and what you can make of it to give you a leg up in this current state in time. So if you're ready to get into this reading, we have 5 piles for you to choose from over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just to preface this, that I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing on this reading. Whatever is gonna come to my mind, I'm gonna say it out loud. So this is just a little bit of a trigger warning before you jump straight ahead into your reading. And if you guys would like to connect with me further, hit the hit the subscribe button so that I can actually channel your energy even more. But yeah, let's just jump straight ahead. Head down to the description box below and I will see you there, okay? Bye-bye. Hello, pile number ones. Welcome to your reading on your physical appearance, your physical attraction, what people perceive of you, why you look the way you do, and what you can do about it. So when I pulled the card of physical attraction, we got the Two of Cups over here. And the Two of Cups it can talk about relationships, it can talk about partnering up with someone, collaboration, and also an exchange of give and take energy between two parties. It can also talk about, in terms of your physical appearance over here, it seems like to the external world, you look like someone who has a partner already. You look like someone who has everything there set up for them, abundant. It's almost like people seem to see you as someone filled with just luck, okay? As in, you have the people that you want around you, you have the lifestyle that you've dreamed of. Everything just seems to be picture perfect. Additionally, there's almost also a slight angelic presence to you, even if some of you guys, my pile number ones, dress kind of uniquely, differently, abstractly. I'm seeing quite a midway between feminine and masculine dress sense. What do I mean by that? So some of my feminines over here could be wearing like a corset top, which is quite feminine, you know, a little bit more out there, a statement piece, but then you could pair it with some pair of cargo pants, for example. Yeah, right. And like some sneakers, but also your hair is done up in a nice little ponytail similar to Ariana Grande, very girly up above, and then down below is kind of like tomboyish, if you know what I mean. So there's a little bit of a mix and match in your physical appearance, in the way you build your wardrobe and dress your avatar, essentially, that really draws people in, because energetically you guys are also my feminines out there. You might perceive yourself as someone who is quite masculine on the inside, in a sense where you're a go-getter, you're ambitious, you're ready to, you know, take the leap ahead, be direct with whoever is around you. But then I feel like the aura that you project around you is very balanced. If you look at your chart, there could be very balanced elements in them, you know, maybe like a few fire elements, a few water elements, earth elements, and air elements. It's very equal. As you can see in this image over here, I'm being drawn to the fact that it's just kind of parallel. It's like the same but different. Okay, some of you guys also look, going back to that idea of you look like you're already whipped up. You look like somebody has already pursued you. So if you feel like you guys are single and that you're like ready to mingle and there's no one coming ahead, no one coming forward to really, you know, claim you in that particular way, if you do so desire that, that is probably why, because people already put themselves in the box of, oh, I can't get with this person, I can't even try, because they just seem like they're already set with someone else. So an advice from spirit to that is, you know, you start the conversation, my pile number ones. So you start the conversation with whoever you're interested in, kind of like, old school traditional ways of how women would show interest and attraction to men is the way that they drop their handkerchiefs and allow the opportunity for the men to come pick the handkerchief up and give it back to her if they so desire, if they are attracted to her. And that's the funny thing about history, is that actually the woman was the one who decides eventually what male they allow into their life, and the male perceives that as a chance, as the funny thing is that the males themselves think that they're the one who's making the move first, because they're taking, the physical action to go ahead and open up the convo, open up the conversation, give the handkerchief back, feel useful in the female's presence. But in reality, it was always the female that has chosen the male first. So if you were to apply that to now the physical world that we have right now, this could be, you guys just opening up a conversation, complimenting a guy's outfit, something like that, something that gives them an opportunity to continue the conversation, if that makes sense, rather than you just standing there and being like, oh, why aren't anybody approaching me? This also could be because of the fact that you have this kind of unique dress sense that shows both your masculine and feminine side. It can be quite intimidating to some people. It's not the intimidation factor where they're scared of you, but it's more of the sense where, they seem like they got their head screwed on their shoulders. I can't just show up randomly and say the dumbest, weirdest stuff to them. I must be somewhat at their level too in order to engage with my pal number ones. So that's another thing about your physical attraction. You guys also could have a very beautiful side profile, okay? Your side profile is very attractive. Something about your nose could be a highlight over here. I don't see it as a button nose, but I see it more of a straight. You might perceive your nose to be very big, but it's very proportionate to your face. So this is a nudge up from spirit again to stop criticizing your nose if you do, okay? Because it's perfect. It's in perfect ratio, and people actually see it a lot more beautiful than the way you see it. I'm also being drawn to talk about the Dove ad. If you haven't checked it out, the Dove ad actually, it's so eye-opening, this social experiment where they had I forgot what they're called, but when people are trying to discover a case with the police, but they don't have a physical photo of the suspect. All they can do is describe the way that person looks, and we have these sketch artists to draw exactly how they could look like. Okay, so they had these people come in, and they had the women describe themselves to the sketch artist, and then they had someone else describe the woman again to the sketch artist. And in comparison of both images, the one where the women describe themselves are always uglier than how they actually looked to other people. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so we gotta get out of this criticizing mode, my pal number one, because you look amazing. Your dress sense is great. It's poppin'. It's attracting the right kind of people to you. So if you feel like, oh, why isn't anybody showing up? Why does my friends get all the attention? If you feel like that, why does my friends get all the attention, get all the looks? Attention means jack shit at the end of the day sometimes, right? Attention doesn't mean anything as long as you are able to create quality bonds and quality connections. That's what matters. And we see over here with this winged lion is that you are, and this I forgot what the symbol is called, but the kind of like a snake coiling up together, is that you guys are very much spiritually connected and spiritually led by the divine. So if dusty, wusty people are coming into your lives, they're attracted to you or whatnot, but they are just not of your caliber, of your degree, ain't gonna lead you anywhere. Spirit is just gonna push them away. Okay, so it's a blessing. It's a blessing, guys. It's a blessing. Take that as a blessing, and let people, support you, worship for the way you look from a distance. It's always great, right? Because what's the point of entertaining something that isn't gonna help advance you, or there is an equal, here we see in this image, an equal give and take between both parties at the end of the day. Okay, let me move on to what people, we kind of tapped into what people perceive of you, but let's just go into why you look the way you look, and the beauty that is behind you. And right when I was touching this chopped wood image, I literally saw the scene of Cinderella, the live action movie of Cinderella, and now I'm being drawn to talk about her plot. Essentially is that she's, if I remember correctly, in Vedic astrology, I think there's somewhat of a Saturnian ruling aspect to the Cinderella archetype, if that makes any sense. If not, drop it. But your upbringing, you guys could have been brought up from a family that, let's just say, is kind of like middle class to lower class. Nothing extravagant. You had to live by your means, live below your means, and you had a mother figure or a authoritative figure that didn't treat you well emotionally. So might they be someone who did care for you to a degree, or maybe not. We got two scenarios over here. They worked you out like Cinderella, kind of like a slave. It's not that intensive, I feel. It's more of just like the restrictions were so strong. You cannot do this. You must come back at this time. You must oblige to my rules, or else you are grounded, or else you are locked up. It didn't feel very freeing. You didn't really have a voice to say what you need to say, to express yourself. All you gotta do is listen to them. And what that did was build a lot of discipline in you. And as you grew older in life and did gain the freedom, the access to go out there in the world and do what you want to do, at Cinderella's story, you actually come out very poised, very graceful. So it's not necessarily about the privilege that you had from, or the lack of privilege that you had from your upbringing, but rather your energy, your aura exudes royalty, exudes grace, exudes beauty. Does that make sense? Because you are now disciplined enough to shape yourself, to serve in a way that is, one, very grounded. As we can see, chopped wood is making me think of earth, and you're just grounded into the earthly planes over here. Your ego is non-existent. You've befriended them. Like, if you do have an ego, and if it does want to go and play, it's not going to disrupt your outer reality. You hear it, you hug it, and you stay humble. You know your roots, you know your morals, you know your ethics, and you live by that. And so you guys are able to attract people of really high caliber. And you guys might be very confused. And now I'm linking this back to this image over here, 2 of Cups, of like 2 people from 2 different worlds, okay? So maybe, you never had the good stuff, the physical good stuff, as the partners that you are attracting, and you're confused on why they are even attracted to you in the first place. But it's your energy, guys. It's your energy. On pile number 1, your aura is just speaking volumes for you, and it has nothing to do with your physical appearance. And it's almost like a blessing in disguise at this point. And you're gonna find a lot of people, a lot of females who are already of that privilege, be kind of questioning you, and they might be envious of this position over here. All right. Envious of the kind of men you attract, the kind of women you attract, the kind of opportunities you get. It's almost like now, because of that tougher childhood where you had to stick by the rules, stick by the chores, stick by the book, without expressing yourself, Spirit is gifting you with people in your journey, people in this lifetime who do see the beauty that is within you and want you to bring that out more inside of yourself, but also inside of them. Now, we're going to move on to your last card, my pile number 1s, on your physical beauty, your attraction, and what you can do with it to, get a leg up from this whole vibe that we have over here. I love it. We got the 8 of Swords. Okay. As you can see over here, I believe this is an otter, and it's being protected by this layer of flowers, this rooted layer of flowers. It's almost like there's so much psychic energy, envy energy, like I said from before, maybe people not understanding why you're being pursued by the top, greatest females or males of the society. They're envious and jealous of it, but know that you can always call upon that spirit to kind of reveal to you who these people are, because I know you guys are very psychically connected, and some of you guys are Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or have some sort of 8th house placements that allow you to tap into these deeper waters and sense the vibes. Sense the vibes, the wavelengths that people are like sending you. Like, that's not it. I'm gonna protect myself. And it's because of this discipline that you are able to build from childhood that your masculine container is just set proof there. This is translated energetically now, where you do have an auric field that doesn't allow these things to bother you. It's almost like your confidence is the shield. Confidence, the inner confidence, the inner just, I don't care anymore. I couldn't care less because there are other things, there were other bigger things that I had to care for. My safety, my morals, my ethics, everything of those things need to be protected, and you do have that strongly within yourself. Another thing is that I know this is very off topic to the question that I pulled for this card, but we're gonna roll with whatever spirit throws at me. Is that you're gonna age so beautifully and gracefully on pile number 1. This is such a beautiful thing. This could be because you guys implement some sort of beauty routine, but aside from that, it's the belief internally that it's almost like your childlike nature is just gonna come out more and more as you age, and because that is happening for you, it's a reflection in your physical vessel that you will age so beautifully, so youthful, so timelessly, just like J-Lo. And if you think about J-Lo's like mantra that she says to herself, if you know this is cool, is that she is timeless, she's youthful, and therefore look at the way she aged throughout the decades, throughout this lifetime. It's just beautiful to see how beliefs really shape your reality sometimes. But it's also in addition to you working on yourself, doing the shadow work, going into hermit mode, and allowing new flowers to grow in the dark, because that's how things start, Wow. So a leg up to you from spirit on how to further advance your physical appearance is to continuously do your shadows, do your shadow work. Because as you release everything from also lineages before you, you're gonna see yourself thrive, you're gonna get an energetic boost, and with that a very healthy, beautiful glow to your appearance, okay? And that's the tea. That's the tea for you guys. Okay, pile number 1s, I hope you enjoyed your reading. And please subscribe to my channel, like this if it resonates, so it shows the algorithm that you guys, it also shows me that you guys like more of these readings. I'm still trying to gauge, being in this space, this YouTube space for not too long, I would say, to see what kind of readings people do want to hear. But also subscribe so that I can actually energetically connect with you better, in comparison to me trying to really tap outside the ethers. But now that we are, physically, energetically connected, it's going to be even more accurate for you. So please like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. I hope you're doing very well. Have a blessed year and life. Bye-bye. Hello, pawn number 2s. Welcome to your reading on your physical appearance, your attraction, what people perceive of you, why you look the way you do, and what can you do with it with Spirit's advice. Oh my god, right before, when I was shuffling your deck, pawn number 2, let me just say that the cards were spilling out so quickly. It's almost like people really have opinions on you so much. It's like a zap, it's like a lightning. It's almost like they need to tell you that, like, you are beautiful. And also, when I flipped your cards over, the first words that came out of my mouth was wow, and that I couldn't stop, like, I couldn't just, sage this area in a pace that I normally do, because I just need to, come through and tell you what I need to tell you. It's almost like you guys get people starstruck. Your energy is magnetic. It pulls people in, and if you can see within these images, this bright light that kind of like shines out, like. And same with the King of Pentacles over here. I don't know if the camera is picking it up. You see these very faint lines that are coming out of here. It's almost like you guys are the prize. Oh my god, pawn number 2. I'm all over the place right now. I'm picking up that a lot of people are fans of you. Could you guys have a social media account? Something that, really shows off your stardom. And there's so many people that want to be you. They're magnetized by you. 1, people want to date you. Number 2, people want to be you. Number 3, they just want to know what you do to effortlessly be like that. And okay, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna stop going on that trail right now. We're gonna get into the questions over here. So, your physical appearance, your physical attraction, what is it? We got the High Priestess card. Oh my god. If you know anything about the High Priestess, she is, like, to me, the ultimate divine feminine essence. One who really knows how to work with the dark energies. And when I say dark energies, darkness is in association to feminine energy, okay? She is psychic. Oh my god, when she steps into the room, she doesn't speak, okay? She probably is more of an introvert, and also she loves her beauty sleep, okay? It's almost like she's in the realm of dream and dreams so much more than she is in this waking physical world. And it's because of her magnetism, her understanding of the use of the power of the darkness, of the feminine energy to draw people in. Opportunities just come to you. But you kind of sometimes, okay, some people might see that you have a RBF face, a resting B face, if that makes sense. And I'm getting the image of the Joker, but not in a sense where you look like a joke or you look kind of creepy in that way, but it's almost like your looks are somewhat, it's almost like people who are sexually attracted to you, they are a little bit scared to approach you because of the fact that they feel that you guys can outsmart them. There's an intelligence behind it. It's almost like, yeah, because some of you guys could be also psychics over here, I'm seeing. Very obvious, the High Priestess over here. So it's almost like you guys can read the room very easily. You see right through people, and people are picking that up, okay? Maybe you guys do put that on social media, show that, hey, I'm into this, I'm a tarot reader just like me, and people can see that on your profile and be like, oh shoot, can they really do that? That's creepy. Some people don't really understand it, right? They're like, oh my god, they know me. They're trying to get to know me without me wanting them to know me, and people get into their heads about that. Yeah, but I feel like you guys are very pure-hearted. You don't want to actually tap into everyone's energies because it's draining. At the end of the day, you're a light worker. You don't have time for that. That's like BS. That's not what the High Priestess does. She's not the gossiper. She's not out here to suss drama. She's actually here to help the world to ascend everyone's consciousness. She sits tall in her beautiful robe. She is put together. She's enlightened. That is you guys, okay? And you guys got the Book of Wisdom with you. So yeah, people do perceive from your physical appearance a sense of level of maturity. There's a mature look to you. I'm not saying that you look old. But it's a very strong teacher-esque high position presence where yes, people see you as someone who they can come to, and your look might have this like RBF face because of the fact that spirit and your position in this world requires you to not just attract people who are trying to get a leg up from you, you know? It's very interesting how we manifest in this physical world for certain purposes to magnetize certain experiences to us and to deflect other. And for you, it's like the high priestess, you know, the one who has this look, so people know that, hey, you're not one to mess with. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to why you look the way you look and what else people can perceive of you. Imagine. I'm getting over here that your sense of style has changed over the years a lot. From going from one end that is quite extreme, quite expressive, it's almost like, you know, those people who want to show their arts and creativity all over them. So maybe they're very colorful in their dress. Just think about art students. Let's just think about art students and the way they express themselves. Quite unique. Their hair is funky, and right now the trends that are in are like, you know, I guess the mullet cuts or to be fair, I don't really know what is trending right now. But you guys have gone the total opposite route. It's almost like there's a purified, it's almost like a purified energy from that expression. So when people who knew you from the past look at you now, they are actually re-magnetized to you because of the fact that initially, and I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing, but initially maybe they weren't attracted to you. Maybe they thought that you were a little bit strange out of the box, and they don't ride that wave, you know, in the general sense. But you have worked on yourself, you're connected to the divine, you had a spiritual awakening, you are knowledgeable now, you are put together, and you have purified your essence. Now people are coming, like the eyes are on you, and yeah, you definitely had a glow up. I'm seeing over here. Oh my god, I didn't even notice this image in this card, but there's this lady with her hand reached high above holding this moon balloon. Wow, I don't know if you can see that. Never in my life have I spotted that, and that's so crazy that it's coming through in this reading. So it's like the girl has been lifted to the heavens. Okay, you got that goddess energy, you got that goddess look, that flow. Even if your style isn't necessarily in coordinates to, you know, those flowy fabrics, those satin fabrics, it could be that you guys became just a bit more monotoned. Instead of like 4 colors on you, it could be just 1, it could be just 2. As simple as plain as that. But it's the cuts of the clothing that really, you know, emphasize your beauty, your body part. I'm also seeing like the shaking of your shoulders. So maybe you guys are revealing nude. Oh, what revealing nude? Revealing skin at the right places in the right amount. Okay. And people really like that. They really, it's almost like now they're like up here cheerleading you on. They were once unable to reach you, unable to understand you, still don't really understand it because the high priestess is kind of detached from just, you know, the regular everyday to day person. But instead of them isolating you, instead of people from the past isolating you, now they are moths to a flame. I don't know what to say, but they're here. They're here to listen. They're here to listen. They're curious, and they're all somewhat. They're just like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm sexually attracted to my pal number 2. They're like, I can't believe that I am, but I am, and ooh, I wonder if I can, you know, work my magic and get them to like me again, or maybe you never gave them a chance to. I feel like you guys are the type from the before to mind your own business and not really entertain anyone romantically in general anyways, you know? The high priestess energy over here. But they're trying to suss out whether or not you're actually that pure. I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say, okay? And like, they're like, there's some underlying energy over there. I know for a fact that my pile number 2 ain't 100% angelic like that, okay? Or they perceive you to not be like that, and they really want to try to like hook it out of you, like, and see, like, see, they're not like that, but okay, cool. We're allowed to show what we want to show online, and we're allowed to express the different parts of yourself, and if you want to hide some, that's okay. That's not you being fake. Yeah, I'm seeing a turn of heads, and also people who thought they had a leg up over you, now seeing you rise to your power, rise to your divine feminine essence, rise to your courageousness, your confidence, really shining out here and going for what you want. It's not making them feel good. My pile number 2s is really not making them feel good. So suggestion from spirit over here is to really watch closely who are the real supporters, who are the real friends that you have around you, okay? Okay, because you're about to shine your light so bright to the point where if they are not with the journey, they're gonna close their eyes. They have to close their eyes. There is no way that they're embarking on the same path as you. Wow, what powerful messages we have over here. And now, it's funny how in this reading I keep clicking my fingers over here. It's almost like people want to give you claps, like they want to cheer you on out loud, but they can't. So they're gonna do it behind, like, I guess give you tiny little support behind the screen. So if you feel like no one is stepping up and being like, oh my god, I'm so proud of what you've achieved, I love the way you look, to present yourself, and they do, by the way. They have so much to say, like from the very beginning of the reading, like, wow, this like urgent energy to just lay out the good stuff for you, but they can't because they're insecure or whatnot. Know that they're in the background cheering you on in this way. Alright? You have a lot of supporters. There's so much supporting energy versus the little side negative energy that I just talked about. There's no need to worry. But you guys are not. You guys are not my worriers. You guys are my warriors over here. So I don't need to tell you that, right? Now, last but not least, we got the King of Pentacles in response to what can you do about your physical appearance, how to further advance it, and all this and that. We got the King of Pentacles over here. Ooh, okay. I'm getting from spirit is to literally let loose of your opinions, your personality. Let it loose. Usually the King of Pentacles is someone who is quite just grounded and has built an empire for himself bit by bit, you know, and is very proud to put on show like his material possessions, but it's not in an egotistical way. And he has gained and obtained, you know, the nits and grits, the details of how he got to where he has. But with this, oh, excuse me, my pile number, oh, me burping means that there is someone resonating to this. I'm sorry if you had to hear that. But yes, in this card, however, there's a little bit of a mix-up. There's a little bit more of a fun essence to the King of Pentacles. There's a mix of the fire sign energy over here. So it's almost like people love that you have obtained the abundance or will obtain the abundance that you have on show. So it could be that for some people it looks bad on them to wear a hell ton of jewelry, very bold, very flashy. Some people, it's not going to be perceived well. On others, that like, hey, oh my god, they're just trying to show off. Ugh, like, we don't need that. But for you, my pile number 2, it works in your advantage. In the way where if you were to dress boldly, if you were to, you know, be out there, show your fits, you know, take photos, take those like selfies, all of that, it works really well for you. And actually that's going to draw in even more abundance over here. I'm hearing modeling, so you guys could potentially go down that route if you wanted to, okay? Since I'm already tapping into fact that you guys probably have quite a bit of a following, quite a bit of fans over here. You can turn your fans into supporters, into true, reliable supporters over here. If you were to just add a bit more of your also personal lifestyle into the mix, so maybe post some stories online for people to further connect with you, because you already got the eyes on you. Now you just need a little bit of more relatability between you and the viewer, you and whoever you're trying to connect with. Share a little bit of the journey that you've been going through. Maybe talk about like, hey, the stuff that you have been tackling and how you've overcome it. People would really appreciate that. So my part number 2 is I hope you enjoyed your reading over here. Please like this video, and it shows me and the algorithm that you guys like this kind of content and you want more of this. This is quite a short read, I would say, but also please subscribe so that I can further connect to your energy even more, so that I can get even more reliable messages, as that is a kind of like a contract between me and you in this physical space that you want to, connect and share your energies with me. So I love you guys so much. Hope you have a beautiful, blessed day, year, and life. I'll see you soon, alright? Bye-bye. Hello, my pal number 3 is welcome to your reading on your physical appearance, your physical attraction, what people perceive of you, why you look the way you do, and what you can do about it. A little bit of advice from spirit to, get your a bit of a leg up. And it's funny how we have a leg up in this reading. But right before I really go into the cards, when I opened up to your energy, I immediately was like, I love it. So I feel like people love your company. And sorry, I was just like waving away all the smoke. So yeah, it's almost like they're giving you the platform as I wave the smoke out so that you can be you. They love your vibe, they love your youthfulness. I'm seeing over here, they love kind of just your presence in general. You guys could have a very bright, I'm seeing yellow aura, okay? Some of you guys have a yellow aura, a lot of you guys have a yellow aura. It's very solar plexus-esque, and it really revitalizes the energies around you, because I think you guys could be healers or like light workers. And my pile number, what pile are we on? Pile number 3. And funny how you chose the pile number 3, because 3 is the Gemini energy, it's the child, it's the siblings, it's education. It's kind of like that stage in life where after you have touched and felt the material realm, you're ready to embark on an educational journey about life. And Gemini energy is quite playful, it's quite youthful, it juggles back and forth, being kind of like the entertainer, the one that wants to just know and obtain as much understanding of what's around them as possible, the short distance travel. And then at a higher level, at a higher degree, they're going to reach the Sagittarian mode, where they are the teacher to relay the information back to the student, right? Okay, so let me just tap into your physical appearance over here. We got the Fool card coming out, Aryan energy. Some of you guys could have, no matter what race you are, on the lighter spectrum of features. So if you guys have dark, let's just say you guys are on the darker side, you could have brighter eyes, brighter color eyes in comparison to what your normal race is like. Your hair could have a reddish tone to it, maybe leaning towards ginger. Or if, let's just say you're Asian, the undertone of your hair is more of this medium chocolate brown rather than something that's cool tone. It's more red. What I'm trying to say, it's more red, it's more lighter. Also, some of you guys could have like freckles, like some unique kind of skin, like skin pattern. The words that I use to describe like physical appearance is just funny. Okay, another thing is some of you guys could be quite short. I'm seeing a group of you quite short. I'm seeing a very sturdy stance. I don't know how to describe it. And that you have a very People really want to see what's under there. Oh my god, that sounds so creepy. I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing, but that really does sound quite creepy. Like, people know that you have a banging body, like a banging body, okay? Female, my masculines, my feminines, you guys have a nice body, but something about your dress sense just doesn't doesn't accentuate it, but they know it's there, and they're just like, oh, why can't my pawn number threes just dress a little bit more, shaping a little bit more tight. Oh my god, so creepy. Who are these people? I don't really like it. You dress how you want to dress, okay? But I feel like pile number three, it's because you have a banging body. You know that, in society it's considered really fit, it's considered really beautiful, it's all this and that. It's why you cover it up, because it could be dragging like too much attention to you in a way, and we don't want no creeps coming through, right? We don't want that. But it's also the fact that you are super fulfilled with the way you move through life. You're very confident in your own body, in your own vessel, that you don't need the external validation to attract lookers, right? And which is why you are very experimental with your dress sense. I'm seeing some of you guys could be fashion designers also. So it's almost like the body is kind of just a canvas for the art that you want people to see. So the clothing that you want people to see, rather than like you, your own vessel, if that makes sense. Very, very interesting. Let me see if I can get any other messages. Also, did I say youthful energy? You guys age really well, like fine wine. It's almost like if some of you guys just came out of uni and you guys are in a working field, some people might, when you go, you get student discount, right, if you're in uni in certain areas, or at least where I live. But for you, my pawn number threes is people, the cashier, always asking you, do you have student ID? Thinking that you're a lot younger than what you actually are, which is brilliant. My camera's about to die. Okay, we're back. Now, I feel like also you have so many people in your bag, in your DMs. I just think like people know that they love the fact that you're attractive and you're confident in that, to the point where you just how they would see you as play yourself down, but in your eyes it's just like, I'm not playing myself down. I just couldn't care less, because maybe from the past when you were younger, it just felt too overwhelming, and then it kind of made you feel like a little bit introverted, and you don't want people to touch you in whatever way, shape, or form. So this is why you really prioritize like real connections, rather than like people being, number one, just drawn to you because of the way you look. Pile number three, I'm just gonna say this, like, you guys probably are the most physically attractive pile out there. I mean, I haven't read for the other two, but in comparison to pile number 1 and 2, it's very highly focused on the physical, and the Fool card is linked with Aries, and Aries is also linked with the first house of the physical body, of the physical appearance. So it makes total sense. It makes total sense. Okay, let's move on to this card. What people perceive, what effect you cause on them, and like why you look the way you do. Now, you guys, this is what I mean by you guys are lucky in the sense of your physical appearance. I'm saying pretty privileged to the max over here, because people, when they look at you, whatever task you want to ask them to help you out with, they will want to. And they kind of like fall down to their knees to become your servant, to become your your helper. Oh my god, that sounds so bad. I don't want to use those words, but those are just the words that are coming out of my mouth, and they're very happy to do so. It's almost like you give them validation in a sense, where you allow them to help you out in that particular way, and of course you like that, and if you don't, girl, boy, I'm just saying, like, open yourself up to receiving, open yourself up into getting a leg up, because if you're able to, because energy exchange doesn't have to be equal to one another. If you allow other people to be fulfilled by giving you a service, do that. Wow, Spirit just slowed me down over here to talk about that, because this is the abundance that you're getting, and I know that you might feel guilty because the people around you, maybe friends or family, don't get this privilege that you get, so then you feel like you have to deflect it. But this is a gift from your appearance. You're born to look the way you do for a reason, and I'm hearing that like this leg up for you is for you to ascend even higher, because the way you look matters a lot in this lifetime. You're gonna do things that require people to perceive you well, because there's a message that you have to give to the world. There is something that you're trying to release, trying to create. Maybe you are a businessman, maybe you're a businesswoman, a boss babe. Maybe you guys are models. Maybe you guys are framed for this world in a particular reason, and for you to reach there requires other people to look at you, be pleasantly pleased by your presence, and allow you to get to where you need to go. So you not receiving the help is actually pulling you back to the destiny that you are meant to go down. Wow. Random message, but I feel like a lot of you guys need to hear it. Don't feel guilty for what your blessings are in this lifetime, because everybody is blessed in different arenas. I think everything is a blessing in disguise, but for you, my pile number 3, the blessing is the first house. Could have a lot of first house placements, okay? So use that to your advantage. Use that to your advantage, get the leg up, because yeah, just allow people to help you. That's all Spirit has to say on that. And I mean, that kind of okay, we got the Magician over here on what you can do with your physical appearance to just, further add that little sauce. I'm getting, wow, I literally just got an image of Dua Lipa over here, and I know for a fact that a lot of her music in my eyes is quite like cosmic. Like, she really likes that space theme. There's a lot of glitter, there's a lot of like, let's just disco dance it out pop essence to her. And I feel that for you guys do have that. Some of you are Leos over here, just picking up that because I think she's a Leo. I believe she's a Leo. Okay. I feel like if you guys were to allow yourself to really shine, so what I mean by shining is, just show off your gifts and talents. Something about this makes me feel like you guys don't show your gifts and talents enough, because you're gifted in the looks, but you're also gifted in like so many other areas. So therefore you feel extremely guilty, and people maybe in the past have made you feel guilty for doing that. They might have talked down upon you, or they might have compared themselves to you and spoken about that out loud, and just like, oh, I'm jealous of this, I'm jealous of that. And it just made, because you're a good person, it just made you feel bad. So you equated that, you unconsciously equated that, oh, me being good at something is hurting other people. That's a belief that you had. Oh, 111 on the clock, this is a confirmation. So it's time to change that belief, okay? Come to the epiphany that, hey, that is just, what? You shining equates to other people feeling bad? What? Can we just sit here and be like, no, that's silly. Me shining allows other people to shine too. So me showing off my unique talents, my unique traits over here, me allowing these to really come forward, allows rebirth to happen for not only myself, but for other people. So I need to step up and show off who I am, truly. And that is how also you're gonna flip the switch and make people perceive you even better than how they are. Because right now they only see the physical. I'm saying right now for pile number 3, they're only seeing the physical. Show off your personalities. Just bit by bit, practice. Maybe if you feel uncomfortable doing that, you can practice by just doing that with one close friend. And that even feels very intimidating, just one-on-one, because you could be quite introverted or whatnot. Just post it on your close friends. Okay? Bit by bit before, and maybe don't click on the close friends anymore. Click on public. Because in that way, there's kind of like a barrier in the social media presence where you don't really see anybody's reaction to it unless you allow them to react to it. But yeah, you're meant to shine. You're meant to shine. You have these looks for a reason, because you have to shine. So let's work on that. Okay? Pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading over here. And yeah, please like this video. It really shows the algorithm that you want to see more of this kind of content. I'm just trying to gauge, what my viewers like. And also, please subscribe so that I can further connect to your energy even more strongly, and I can give you even more accurate messages if you do desire to have that so. Okay, so I love you guys so much. I hope to see you soon, alright? Bye-bye! Hello, pile number 4s. Welcome to your reading on your physical appearance, your attraction, what people perceive of you, why you look the way you do, and what we can do about it to further give you a leg up and a little bit of advice from spirit moving forward. Now, when I was shuffling your cards, pile number 4, it took quite a while actually. So many cards spilled out, but also at the same time, it took a bit of momentum. So I feel like there are a lot of people talking behind your back, not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat any of this, so if this doesn't really feel good, this is just a warning right now. I'm gonna get into it, and if you don't like it, you know what I mean? Because people perceive things differently to who you are, and I'm not saying this is exactly who you are, okay? It's just what people see. Now, yeah, so it's almost like people have a lot to say, but they're not going to say it to your face. Seems to be quite a gossipy environment around you, pile number 4. We are opening your reading up on your physical appearance to be the 8 of Wands over here. Now, 8 of Wands typically speaks about messages coming in really strongly, kind of like the gossipy energy that I was picking up over here. But it also talks about traveling from here, there, and everywhere. You can think about it as like short distance travel, sometimes even long distance travel, kind of like the Gemini, Sagittarian aspect to things. So, but in alliance to the question of your physical appearance over here, it seems like you kind of have this look where it's not very direct. Now, maybe when you speak to people, you don't really look them in the eyes. It's quite sporadic, or people sense like this kind of like unwavering energy inside of you. It's almost like you can't stay at one place. You just have to leave. So they're unable to form a connection, or they feel like all they can do is give you a little bit of banter, a bit of a laugh. There is not much depth that can really be explored in front of your presence most of the time, okay? I feel like you guys have difficulties in doing so too, because of, I don't know, whatever stuff that you've been through in the past, but it caused you to feel like you have to put your guard up, you have to put the funny bone up, and you can't, it's hard for you to look people in the eyes. My pile number 4, okay? But for that, they see you as someone who is a little bit chaotic. There's some chaos in your energy, chaos in your life, and some people, I don't like it. But I heard this word like hot mess. Okay, so wait, I see. Okay, you guys have physical potential. You guys are attractive beings, but it's something. There's a group of people that are kind of turned off by the fact that to them you look like you are quite chaotic in energy. They're like, damn, they look good, but too bad that they're this and that and this and that. Now, I don't want my pile number 4s to feel bad from that, because that is just a small group of people and we can ignore that. These can, Spirit is telling me to really just keep in check with the people that you surround yourself with. And you can do that energetically if you hang out with them and you feel drained for some reason, or you feel like you have to be the performer, you have to be the entertainer, and you can't really have deep conversations. It's time to cut them out, okay? Because they are snakes. They are snakes. And you have to have strength in order to do that. You are a powerful being, a powerful vessel soul that you can tackle anything, guys. Have a little bit of self-courage, self-belief. Call upon Spirit if you need to. I'm seeing these girls over here looking up into the skies, and the belief of like fairies existing, and that you just have more of a whimsical way to your life and outlook, and that's fine. Okay, lean into that. Be brave. Be courageous. Cut these people out. Ugh, it's really annoying me that they are here. Guys, upon number 4, this is going to turn into some sort of prep talk, okay? You guys are beautiful the way you are. And that you have a unique sense of style for a reason. I'm seeing dominoes like being knocked over. Let me just take these as an example. I mean, these are my battery cases for my camera, but it's almost like... But imagine like so many of them knocking down. I'm hearing it's not time yet. So stick to the way you dress, stick to the way you look, because right now it might not be in trend, okay? But I feel like my pawn number 4, you guys are going to set a trend. And people are going to start wanting to look like you. Oh my god, this is also shallow and artificial, but we are talking about physical appearance and attraction over here. We're going to move on to the romantic aspect of this, okay? You are very polarizing in your romantic attraction in terms of your physical appearance. Some people just ain't about you, and that's fine. Get them out of here. We don't need that, Especially when you become truly authentic to yourself. I feel like pile number 4 is you guys are very much authentically showing off who you are, and that's going to repel some people, and that's fine. That's fine. You don't want those dusties wusties who aren't aligned to your vision to be in your life anyways, because you can have a billion people in your space, but you can feel so lonely, versus just 1 or 2 people that are truly in alignment and make you feel so fulfilled, an overfilled cup. And that's what you need. That's what you need in this world. Human connection, true human connection. So yeah, I feel like your brain goes back and forth to whether or not to change yourself up for others or stay truly authentic to you. Spirit's telling me, like, stay truly authentic to you. But if you feel that there is a shift in you that you want to somewhat elevate, go ahead and do that. Do not do it because other people have put you down. Do it because you know for a fact if you move into that particular direction, it would make you feel so good. Follow your heart and not a society's pressures. But in terms of the people who are really attracted to you, guys, they truly fall for you. They truly fall for you like so quickly with the 8 of Wands over here. It's like they want to send you the messages. But then you're out here, not trying to connect with them, not staring deeply into their soul, so they don't really know how to come in. I think for you, my pile number 4, I feel like I'm being drawn to talk about healing. But when you heal aspects of yourself within opening up yourself in love life, I feel like you guys really want to connect in love with people. You really want that relationship. Maybe you're seeing people around you being in relationships and you're questioning like, hey, when's my time to be in a relationship? Spirit is asking you to work on being more vulnerable. Which aspects of yourself have you locked away and not wanted to dive deep into? Because the moment you dive deep into that and you allow that to come out of yourself, you allow yourself to grieve over what you need to do, you're going to see in your external reality that the people who are attracted to you come through and be direct and be honest, because now you're being direct and honest with yourself, with seeing all parts of yourself. okay? But key takeaway from this is that you guys are very attractive, like effortless attractiveness, okay? Might some people don't like that, what they call messy look. Maybe your hair is a little bit more, curled everywhere. Do you know what I mean? It's not very like clean girl aesthetic. That's fine. Maybe where you live right now they're celebrating clean girl aesthetic, but if you move to like I don't know, I live in the UK, so if you go to Camden or something, maybe people appreciate that more punk look or something like that, right? And that's deemed attractive to them. And that's fine. I think it's a crowd that you're in right now, pile number 4, that makes you feel insecure about the way you look. But in reality, in a bigger picture lens perspective, out of the rankings from 0 to 100 in physical attraction, I'm pretty sure I'm hearing 8.5 and above. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it, sister. Believe it, brother. Okay. Now we're gonna see why you look the way you do. I'm hearing breaking stereotypes, okay? So, yes, you do have conventional beauty, but then if the quirk is the personality that kind of gives a slight twang to you, the slight twist to you, that is here to pave a new age, okay? Some of you guys could have Aquarius placements, Aquarius rising. It's on purpose. I'm hearing it's on purpose. It's purposeful that you are like that, so that you can forge a new pathway for other people who are like you to feel comfortable in their own skin. Oh my god, this is very, very interesting. This is very interesting. Yeah, Aquarian-like energy. You don't have to be an Aquarius, but Aquarius is about breaking the rules and just setting new trends. Like usually the trends that happen in the fashion industry are set by like an Aquarian vibe. And yeah. Ooh. That's all we have to say for that. I think Spirit has blanked me out on that wavelength. Now we're going to move on to the Strength card over here. We pulled the Strength card for what can you do with this? Oh my god. I'm hearing social media influencer. But like, I'm seeing Kina Walsh. I don't know. You guys can Google her up. She's just like physically beautiful, conventionally attractive, but like her personality might scare certain people off. But she has a really cool. I swear to God, when I tap into her energy, it's like she has. 1, she's full of wisdom. Number 2, she's definitely a starseed. But number 3, she has this very strong auric field where Dusty Wusties can't touch her. Okay, it's very prominent in her field. I feel like that is you guys. Okay, there's strength in your in your field. Maybe consciously in your mind, it doesn't play the same game, but know that energetically you are, because yeah, I think you're meant to just be like that for the time being, and when the time comes, divine timing applies to your lifetime a lot more than maybe some other souls. But when the divine timing comes, and it's time for you to reign, it's time for you to hold the crown, it's gonna come through. Okay, it's for you. Like it's for you. I'm hearing. Hopefully that makes total sense, guys. Well, pile number 4 is I hope you enjoyed your reading over here. Please like and show the algorithm that this is some content that you love to watch, and also it shows me as a reader like what you guys love to watch. But also subscribe, because when you subscribe, you give me a physical kind of agreement energy to tap into your higher self, your field, so I can give you even more accurate messages over here. Alright, but yeah, have a beautiful, blessed day, year, and life. I'll see you soon, alright? Bye-bye! Hello, my pile number 5s. Welcome to your reading on your physical appearance, your attraction, what people perceive, why you look the way you do, and what can you do about it. Now, let me just preface this reading, if you haven't heard from the very beginning of the intro, that I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. So if these messages kind of hurt a little bit, this is obviously, yeah, I'm saying that for a reason, right? Well, let me just get into the reading. We got for physical appearance and attraction with the Nine of Swords over here, okay? It looks like someone who's slightly stressed out. And when I was touching and tapping into this energy, I heard the word metamorphosis. I feel like you guys right now, I don't know what has happened in these past 2 to 3 months, but something has gone wrong, okay? Your physicality, so you don't feel as vibrant, as attractive as you can be, and you know that you are better. Maybe like a year ago, you look a lot better. A year ago, right now, maybe you guys could have some skin issues, some eye issues, some nose issues, or you're going through a lot of physical change that causes a lot of stress. Like internally, it doesn't make you feel confident. It makes you kind of insecure, but let me just give you in a big picture as perspective. What comes down needs to come back up, and what goes up needs to come back down, okay? We as humans go through cycles, and butterfly change, rebirth. Sometimes dark night of the soul, okay, is a blessing in disguise. So right now, it might feel like the end of the world. But know for a fact that once you get out of this cycle, what comes down must come up. You will be a very beautiful, glowing, I'm saying glowing, okay? Listen to my words, listen to the passion I have inside of me. Glowing vessel, glowing soul, glowing being. That is exactly what you dreamed of. Exactly what you dreamed of. The moon card over here, okay? I feel like your life chapter right now revolves around you having to work on your physical appearance for a reason more than the people around you. And you know that we go through trials and tribulations for a reason, so that we can get to the place that we need to get to. Everything is a blessing in disguise, how I said from before. So if you were to just open up your perspective a little bit, it's like in a bigger perspective. You know for a fact that you're going through this physical rut of yours so that you can be even better than those around you. And there's no need to compare. But what I'm saying is the hardest challenges that we go through are our biggest blessings. And kind of like the soul journey has chosen this path so that you can flourish and thrive even more in that sector, you know, in that sector. And your sector is upon your physical appearance, is upon your beauty, is upon your looks. And you could feel like right now you want to hide away because you're not confident in it, and that's fine. That's fine. You know, this is the chance for you to really now work in your inner confidence upon, no matter if your external appearance looks not up to par, not perfect the way you perceive yourself. You build enough strength in your soul to know that you are beautiful within and without. Nothing can break you, because somehow along your journey, I'm seeing over here, you will be in the spotlight, okay? It's almost like you're going to be lifted up from the ground and up into the sky. And the home, your new home, is gonna feel like in the spotlight. Maybe that's something that you wish for, okay? And when you wish for something, the journey gonna be like this. You know, the journey gonna throw you a lot of obstacles, a lot of trials and tribulations. The Spirit's just gonna see whether or not you can make it. Because once you make it, once you break through, guys, the blessings are gonna be rolling in, okay? Rolling in. And that's what Spirit wants to tell me about your physical attraction right now, because I don't think you guys really, truly care what other people think or say about you. I feel like it's something that's more internal that you have to work on yourself, because maybe on a baseline, okay, not maybe. On a baseline, you're not ugly. Period. You're not ugly. On a baseline, you're not ugly. But like, it's hard for you to just accept compliments in a way where you understand that you're not ugly. Okay, it's almost like mentally, you know, but like emotionally, you want that emotional security in yourself, that you know that you are beautiful no matter what. and so you're going through this, so you can be like that. And it's beautiful. This is beautiful, guys. And we're gonna move on to the question of what people perceive of you, why you look the way you do. Okay, I'm seeing over here, no place like home, is that your auric field actually adds to your physical appearance. Okay, it's the energy that you hold within yourself that draws people to you, and it makes you have this like extra gloss, extra glow to your appearance. So I don't want to say that you're not attractive. I'm gonna say that you guys are very much like liked. Like, you don't disgust people. Like, your looks are balanced and everything, but it's not like you're shooting people out of this world. However, it's because of your energy, your auric field. Maybe you have done a lot of shadow work. You're a light worker, you're a light being over here. You know, you advocate for good morals, good ethic. Spirit is on your side. There's a strong protective energy around you that kind of amplifies your beauty a lot. And also, you have a very unique like appearance. I'm pressing my fingers right now against my nose over here and around under my eyes. Something about this spot of your face is very balanced and people really like it. Okay, you also have a very brilliant smile, a warm, brilliant smile. And if you get compliments on that, people, it's a very welcoming face. Okay, like, if you get compliments on that, this is a confirmation that this is the reading for you. And you're meant to look like that for a reason, because people are supposed to receive your messages well. As a light worker, as a being, you don't want to look too, I don't know, RBF-y, right? If you look very RBF-y, maybe people are not gonna be open to listening to what you have to say and what spirit has to channel through you. But if you look warm, if you look inviting, if you have a brilliant, beautiful smile, then people are receptive to it. And that's the reason why you look the way you are. Ooh, I love that. And now we're going to move on to what can you do with it. The moon. We got the... You're the only pile that got 2 cards from this question. So very interesting. It's night and day. It's giving me night and day. Oh my god, so interesting how spirit has guided me to put these cards together in that way. Can you see this image that is forming over here? You guys are the epitome of someone that goes through the phoenix rising, the birth, the rebirth, the butterfly transformations. If I were to know, okay, my English is like all over the place right now. So sorry about that. But what I'm trying to say is this, you know, butterflies, I swear to God, their lifespan is only like 3 days, but their caterpillar lifespan is like for the longest time. I feel like you guys are the type to dive really deep, do the shadow work for years, to come out into the spotlight and to show just a glimpse of yourself to the world, and then attract people back in, make them obsessed with you, and then you're going back into your hurdle to work on yourself again, and then you're gonna shine just a little bit more and then go back into your hurdle again. It's giving me SZA vibes, and the way that she really puts in effort, like years of work into her albums before she released them, and then but people still don't really know what's going on with her life, you know. It's kind of like that dynamic. And actually that really works to your advantage. Spirit is saying, what can you do with this physical attraction, physical appearance, is that you already have people hooked. You can already have people hooked because of your amplified attractiveness from your auric field. You know, maybe you guys practice like law of attraction. You guys understand the principles of this world. You read the Kabbalion. You understand the metaphysical side of things, right? So that you're using that to your advantage, and it's really giving you that leg up, okay? And so now that you have people hooked on your energy, you know that they're not going to go anywhere. You know that there's no lack mentality inside of your soul that like, oh my god, if I go into hermit mode, if I go into trying to just find myself again in my home space, that these people are going to leave and forget about you, because they're not. Because even when you're in that home space, your aura, your light is still shining to the external world. The door is still wide open for people to come through and be curious about you. Okay, so there is no need to panic, and I know you're not panicking, my pile number 5s. Funny how you chose pile number 5 too. Pile number 5 is all about change. The number 5 is all about that turning point. If you think about the mountain over here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before we come back down 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the cycle keeps repeating. Number 5 is literally this turning point between making one decision to really go full forward or taking a step back and really falling back to the ground, right? So that for you, my pile number 5 is another message from Spirit saying that you guys are on the tipping point to becoming the best version of yourself, okay? The burdens that you're holding right now upon, like the way you look or just like physical symptoms that are happening in your body, is releasing now. The energy is coming out, okay? Just persevere through, you know. And one day, and very soon, guys, very soon, you guys are going to come out being the Page of Wands. Especially if you're a cardinal sign over here. A cardinal sign. This is truly a message for you. Sorry, what are the cardinal signs again? Yeah, I believe it's Aries. Let me search this up. Cardinal signs astrology. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Okay, this is a message for you guys, very much so. But pile number 5, I hope you enjoyed your reading today. Hit the like button if you want more readings like this, so I know and the algorithm knows what vibe you want me to, you know, what videos you want me to produce. And also, please subscribe if you want to connect with me further, because when you subscribe, you hit the physical, it's like a physical agreement with me to share your energies so that I can give you even more accurate readings next time round. Okay, 44 on the clock, confirmation from Spirit. But I hope you have a beautiful, blessed year and life. I'll see you soon, alright? Bye-bye.